Alright, this map we're gonna start in Dead City. Had a halfway decent team, so it went okay. I was unable to see what they had, so I just decided to start with my plasma griff. I'm gonna wait on the hallway as I come across. A lot of times you'll find people with long-range missiles just waiting for you to come across. There's a couple of Galahads, or whatever that smaller version is. So I don't really have an option but to knock their shields off. If I stay out in the open to fight him, he just end up killing me, but since he's got some weak light weapons, I decided to blind fire around the corner. Now I broke his shield. Finally got a couple of guys coming over to help. Now that they're distracted, I can finish them off. Since two of them are right there, I'm just going to completely skip going for the beacon. You want to constantly be looking around for distances to see who's close to you. And pay attention to reloads. Sometimes I'll just fire into the wall to make sure I got full terrains before getting into something, like I am now in the center. In Dead City, this is basically where you're gonna die if you don't have people backing you up. The fact that I made it as far as I did in this is impressive to me. I should have stayed with the guy to the left, though. Galahad's actually my favorite bot these days. I find it's just so versatile, and that shield is really hard to crack sometimes. Not to mention everything's on the one side, so if you can get to cover on your left and just fire just around the right side of something, you can do so much damage without taking hardly anything. It's always nice to pluck off those bots that are low on health as well. You can still do plenty of damage in a damaged bot. Try to finish them off. Thought I had an angle on that Rhino, but it wasn't good enough. Notice the angle I'm taking in there. It's keeping me from taking any shots from them, but still piling on all sorts of damage. And as I walk across, see how I keep the bot tilted so that I'm taking as little damage from the terrains on the left as possible. It took them spreading out a lot further before I finally did start really taking some heavy damage. That shield was probably about gone at that point as well. Been having a lot of fun with the Pothead Lance. It just holds up to an unbelievable amount of damage. I'm sure it's going to get nerfed soon. It is a little ridiculous. I hate that sign there that blocks your whole view. It makes it pretty tough in this hallway sometimes. Splash damage won't give you as much damage as an actual direct hit, but it is a nice way to force people out of cover, or to kind of make a move where you need them to, especially if you're working with somebody else. Notice I went around the other side. My Orkans were empty. There was no reason to keep pushing forward with nothing to fire. Gave me a little time to reload. This guy in the grift's kind of a dink getting right in front of me like that. If that was a teammate, you should really spread out a little bit. Just notice how he blocks some of my Orkan fire. You don't want to do that to each other. You can stay close, but give each other a little room. Also, when you get the battle down that you're winning this much, try not to take any extra beacons. You get a lot more loot finishing off their entire team and wiping them out than you do just running through beacons and ending the game in 4 minutes. Actually, I think that's the end of it. But also another little tip, whenever you're spawn raiding and you get back there, notice how I'm pulling behind where they'd actually come back, so they'd have to turn all the way around to be able to fire on me. They're gonna end up hitting somebody else on the team before me, and I'm gonna get a lot more damage in than anybody else. So there's a few pointers, a couple of things to help you out.